How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of retaking Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest. Of course. It's business after all. What's important is where you're seated at the table. As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again.
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. That's right. We're investigating a
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher.
¿Será el pico ya? Déjame estar con la bebé. Mira, es bebé. Es bebé. Lich. Gallagher. ¿Qué me dicen? What the fuck? Creo que está en el final de la misión. Tal vez pase algo picante acá.
Security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Date tú, no vas a jugar.
Gallagher.
No, mira esta, eres bebé. Yo recuerdo que antes yo creía era re fea y design horrible, pero te había re gustado. Hoy la comunidad es más dividida porque todos le odiaban a esta cantante. Va a tardar en llegar, creo, tal vez el próximo banner o el próximo del próximo. Y unos 40 días ya. No voy a estar en Brasil, creo. Pero esta acá se volvió la mejor healer del juego junto con Luocha. Y ahora todos aman a esta. Tiene ojitos de perro. También es re interesantita. Me gustaba mucho su design, pero es tan bueno en el juego que empezamos a gustar. Es Nashin. Y este re maligno, literalmente traicionó al aventurino, boludo. ¿Cómo va a hacer esto? Yo no podía creer. Literal, no podía creer. Analiza. ¿Esta? No sé. No sé. What the fuck, Chris? Déjame sacar. No sé, boludo. No me está gustando. Creo. Yo fui por la onda de la gente para comprarla, ¿sabes? Porque todo el mundo decía, no sé qué, Shogun Raiden, era de Genshin, no sé qué. Pero. mm, está medio sobre reaccionada. What the fuck, está volviendo ese blanco. Que no sé, está media mid. No tiene personalidad. What the fuck, se ve su ojo abajo. Es Nashita en la historia, es Nashita, pero aún está medio flaquita. Está medio débil la mía. Es muy fuerte. Pero no sé. O tal vez sea efecto del Star Rail, porque como dije, es un juego muy generoso. Te da muchas. Echó una linda, what the fuck. What the fuck, calla el pico, será el pico. What the fuck. Como dije, Star Rail es muy generoso. Muy. Con las protos. Nunca perdí un personaje hasta hoy. En 50-50. Siempre da muchas protos. Tal vez por el inicio, pero no sé. Tengo como 8 5 estrellas. 6, sí, 8, 9 y justo empecé a jugar. En mi primera semana, 2 semanas, no sé, tenía como 3 ya. Que es muy generoso y creo los personajes no ganan tanta expectativa, ¿sabes? No ganan el what the fuck, hice de todo para tenerlo. Ahora voy a usar siempre. No, es más como yo quiero, yo tengo. Lo que yo quería era solamente Doctor Ratio, que se volvió gratis. Kafka quería y gané. Y Cisne Negro también quería y gané. Los otros o fue por impulso, o no sé, gané de la nada. Este bebé es mujercita. Y es crianza. Bebé, pero es malísima. Pecho Nila, what the fuck.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have...
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed now?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't trouble you, could we see the...
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking...
Sorry, no can do. The boss... Everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave. Let me see what time it
Pero
is
luego,
now.
no, te voy a echar para la mierda.
Whoa,
Déjame terminar la historia y jugar un montón. Literal, estaba re feliz, what the fuck. Voy a jugar solo finalmente. Y justo cuando me voy llega el mamón, boludo, llega el mamón. No podía creer, quise llorar, romper todo. No voy a recordar quién soy, estoy violento.
This
Y chora.
trick of yours. It's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was
Yeah,
wondering what
Mom.
the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome. Since you made it here, what can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express, and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
Quedai.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Well, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure, come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream.
Let's go.
Dream has
But the human body has its limits, and so does the Divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly.
One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building.
The dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid, under stipulated, that Intellitron had been auctioned off 12 times. And I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But this time around, there were no successes.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which processed...
Behind the Dreamscape song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest, for certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill.
Gilded Hour. It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city. The economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepesh, everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. I've never met anyone who was willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
I hear the Blue Hour is...
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed love. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed. Finally, we retreated to the beach. This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual Adam. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual Adam became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he etched the possibilities of human nature into his heart. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't. I, too, have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling. All because the sun. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the heck are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a Pathstrider of the Hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo Keeper, go buy a bottle of Asdana's White Oak and warm it up, and I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. What an honor.
Yes, And I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory. Let's just wait and see.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Oh, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? Medical advice? You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be.
The world. You. Wait. I can't. You youngsters are always.
Great show will start soon, old man.
Ah, I see. Another fearless death. Not even remotely innovative. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabbed.
Is that all?
Yeah. What else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry.
What a joke. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. I can feel something inside my head.
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the song? Wow, how fabulous! But why would
would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like...
Well, you see...
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing.
Death? That's...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but it was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the...
Thank you. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. Oh? Or are you just pitying me? Well...
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend.
Oh?
The devil of soul.
They say it loves to appear to junk.
Yeah. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to take out my brain and use it as evidence.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, you don't look good, my friend. If you need...
That won't be necessary. I have some...
All right, then. If you ever need help...
Well, actually, I do need a favor.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony?
All right. What was I even thinking?
You want to talk to me? Sure. Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. So, are you trying to be the prince?
I'm flattered.
Another curious soul.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legend. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare.
Guess she's got a point.
Were you wanting... Is this?
Yes, it's...
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me...
No, it's not much.
I knew it. Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire.
Hey, stay calm. Devil of Soul Glad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet...
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? you messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big. But sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 Tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 Tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 Tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old...
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? What would you like to drink?
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval!
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, the discussion might take quite some time.
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for? Whoa! The words on the note are changing. Happiness belongs to the noble. Does this mean we can...
Caixa, caixa, caixa.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruck. Nah, it turned out to be a landslide victory.
That being said, opening a bar in this place, filled with monsters...
Aprende cosas buenas. Caixa, bufona.
have a lot of tricks up her sleeve,
Jugar al menos 5 wins. Let's go.
Ask her yourself to find out.
Cabe terminar la picancia. La picancia es rica.
You impress her with an incredible drink.
What the fuck? Caixa, bufona. Caixa, caixa, caixa. Déjame estar con Himeko-chan. Re bebé Hirojita, re bebé. De 8 años ahí. Yo no. Re bufona.
I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the... Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a long shelf life.
No que. ¿Quién crees se llama bebé? ¿La de Staryu o Flor? ¿Quién dice ahí?
Yeah, perhaps. Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here.
You're right, Himeko. That's quite a stash. Not sure if
it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
What the fuck?
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amagi? The Dream Jolt hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris' stage, not for this rundown shack. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else.
Sí, sí. Este que está hablando ahí de Re Rubia es diferente. Me parece tal vez sea jugable en algún momento.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
Oh my.
Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Como Star Rail no tiene exploración como Genshin, tiene que enfocarse en más mecánicas Nashes para entretener al público. Y esta es muy buena, donde puedes cambiar las memorias, la mente de los NPCs para que cambie sus diálogos. Entonces a esta mujer llamada Amiki acá está re loca y puedes cambiar sus emociones para enojada, triste, feliz, cansada. Así logras resolver una situación o algo. Mira, ahora está calma, le puedo cambiar todo.
Those darn Iris jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar.
Sí, sí. Algunas misiones solo se pueden hacer por medio de esto.
I get it. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back. I just don't get why she won't leave. I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage, the crowd is going wild, applause crash. I've seen that scene countless times. Want to raise a...
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
Es tachoso de estar talada. What the fuck, me gusta como hablan, me gusta esta vaina.
It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spot. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how radiant
Porque bebé,
she used to be.
revaina.
Even among... I know. She probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. Well, talking to maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead, explore the bar. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base? The original formula is said to be Hanunu's favorite drink. It's sour and bitter, and the bubbles burst in your throat like swallowing rusty chains, evoking thoughts of dungeons and prisons. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct, the ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness. Those were haunting times.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it. The IPC's favorite. Ambitious, aren't you? Well, it's done. Here's to you, the Nameless, with this glass of A Ticket to the Boneyard. To the dead and the dying.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors! They're way more sophisticated than Soul Glad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that, Mikhail?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. And now there's no reason to hide.
No sé, la novia quiere jugar conmigo. No sé si ella quiere jugar conmigo, pero yo quiero jugar mucho con la novia. Déjame mandarle un sticker.
Let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that
Luciérnaga.
Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the Hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
That's impossible. The problem now is not that she's dead, but that it's as if she had never existed in the first place. Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does
Déjame estar con tú.
If I understand correctly.
Invitai. Nadie me invita.
Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people.
No, ¿por qué me invitan? ¿Por qué esta bufona gría me invita? Ah, no mames, no me gusta esta vaina. No quiero perder el tiempo. No. El que quiera perder su tiempo, entre a mi perfil. El que quiera perder su tiempo, entre a mi perfil.
Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the
No, Don Pono.
father of Penacony. And thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case, so how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't...
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the Hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape. You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
What the fuck, picancia? What the fuck, man? Ahora cuando pueda jugar voy a guardar y ir a Overwatch. What the fuck, man?
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe...
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking Memoria from the Macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of Memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
No, yo quiero jugar, yo quiero jugar.
Lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
No quiero guardar, quiero jugar Star Rail. Quiero jugar. Lich. Calla, irónica. Bueno, ahí voy al Overbot. Déjame ser Pariston.